Good morning, Crash and crew and other viewers. Today I got another journey of our junkers coming at you. It's a story about a 1987 Chevy Celebrity. It it was a tough old car. I put that thing through hell and back. It it was a mid-size sedan with a four-cylinder engine into it. Chevy called them a Tech 4, I think it was called. Wow, what a tough little engine that was. And I used to drive it really hard, and I worked at a fish plant in Sandy Point at the time, and I was going up to work one morning, and I used to like to drive fast, and so I went up. I don't know if the people who live around Shelburne know what I'm talking about, but if you cut down by the mall when you first get in Shelburne, go down the back road towards Sandy Point turnoff, you can there's a big hill there coming down over, and when you hit it with any amount of speed, it'll you can almost take flight. So I was raising the devil that morning, coming along behind my manager at the plant there. So I had hauled it and passed him on the side street there, going down towards Sandy Point turnoff, and I got to that hill and I was still going about 80 kilometers. So obviously, I didn't know at the time, but when we got there, my boss said, "What was you trying to prove?" He said, "You actually left all fours when you hit that hill." So anyway, when I landed, my wife had like old mail and the flyers and calendars or whatever up over the sun visors, and man, when I hit, all that come flying down. And anyway, I hit quite hard, and I didn't realize it till about a week later when I was at a local corner store. I looked underneath of the car as I was coming out and seen there was something hanging there, so I took it to my local garage at the time, and he he called me up and said, "Chester, what did you do to this car?" So anyway, I said, "I might have jumped her over a hill there." He said, "Yeah, I guess you must have." So he said the frame separated away from the body. So anyway, he welded that up for me and put it back together. And I think that weakened up the seat when I done that, because there was one day, or getting back towards my other part of the store, I tried to change steering wheel onto it one time, and I was going to put a fancy racing steering wheel onto it, but I didn't have the right hookup package for it, so I ended up putting a smaller steering wheel off an old Pontiac J2000 I had there at the time. But when I was changing it, somehow I lost the nut that holds it on. So I put the smaller steering wheel on, but I had no nut to screw it on to keep it on there. So I if you wasn't holding pressure against the wheel all the time, it would come off in your hand. So anyway, I was driving along one day, and the back of the seat broke, and I went back like that, and the steering wheel come off my hand, and I was looking at the roof of the car with the steering wheel in my hand. So I just jammed on the brakes. I got her stopped before anything serious happened. So anyway, that was another one. And one day I was taking it, or my wife was coming home from the corner store, or headed to the corner store, sorry. And she come back in like 2 or 3 minutes and said, "The brakes isn't working." So I said, "Well, I'll drive you over." I was, like I say, young and fearless and didn't mind driving with no brakes. So I took her over to the corner store, and right in between the corner store and the gas station that was right alongside of it, there was like a little parking area in between. So I said, "Well, I'll aim for that area because there ain't no cars there right now." So anyway, I geared down and slowed down the best I could with what little bit of brakes that was left in the car. And well, anyway, it wasn't stopping. So I said, "Uh-oh." So there was a stack of like 3 or 4 tires there. So I said, "Well, I'll aim for that. That'll be a soft landing." So I went to hit those tires and wham! I come like that. We both went forward in the car. I said, what is in them tires that's so solid? So anyway, that stopped the car, obviously, but I got out and looked, and what it was, he had tires around the fill spout to the gas, underground gas tanks. I had hit the spout to the gas tank. So anyway, that wasn't very good. So anyway, there was another time when the power window broke on the car, so I took the door apart and figured out how it worked and disconnected it from where the motor used to take it up and down. I tied a piece of heavy gauge twine around it and used to use that to haul the window up and down. So when it was funny because when I went to drive through restaurants, I'd have the untie the engine from the armrest where I had it and have it held up, and when I got to the window I just let it go down, bang, and they'd wonder why it went down so fast. It's always a conversation starter. Tune in tomorrow for the exciting conclusion of Journey of Our Junkers 87 Celebrity. Thank you and have a nice day.